Hello, everyone, for Hive Magazine. I'm Ali, and today we're speaking with Jagger, James, Sean, Dosan, and Ollie, better known as the Full Circle Boys. How are you guys doing today?
Let's
Good.
go.
How are
Let's
you?
go. That was a good intro.
That was good.
Go.
Firstly, thank you so much for making the time to speak to us today, especially given the 8 hour time difference. I think you guys are based in LA, am I right in saying?
Yes.
Yeah, so much nicer weather than down here.
Very warm here. What's
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is the weather there right now? Because it's like November and it's 94 degrees here right now.
Yeah, it's probably around like 50, 60 degrees here, but that's like warm for this time of year.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So I'm going to start off by looking at the start of your career leading up to where you are now. So obviously you guys have started off as being dancers before coming into this world of music. So what inspired the group to kind of make that move?
I feel like growing up in dance, there's there's kind of like an entryway to all different forms of art. So growing up, I took dance very seriously, but at school I also did choir and theater. So there's always a little bit of singing and always a little bit of outside forms of art that I was into. But I think when I turned 14 and the pandemic hit, I was like, oh, well, I have some more free time, so I should take up some vocal lessons. And that kind of kicked off my love for singing, and I haven't stopped since.
For me, I was always singing. I wanted to be an actor, but I was always singing, and obviously I was always dancing. I did theater in high school, and so I had like a bit of musical theater background. And then the pandemic hit, and I made a Christmas EP just for fun. I was just like, I'm bored. Let's just do something. And then my competitive dance career came to an end, and I was like trying to figure out what I was gonna do. I was like, am I gonna? I really wanted to become an actor, but then my friend Sean was like, "You want to join a boy band?" And I was like, I mean, I got nothing else going on, so that's kind of what transitioned it. It was like I love singing and I love dancing, but I always wanted to be an actor. Like I said, I wanted to be Spider-Man. Really, that's the real answer. I wanted to be
That's my
Spider-Man.
favorite superhero as well, so that's a good one.
Yeah, exactly. So
Then that British dude
then
came
that
in.
stupid British guy ruined my plans.
He's
He's
so
the
good.
best. He's so good. I say he's the best like I know him. That sounded like we were friends. He looks like the best.
He grew up dancing too.
He was, yeah, he did grow up dancing
Yeah, I
too.
did. Yeah.
Dude, he's
Yeah,
insane,
he's
dude.
so good.
Yeah, so
He's
good.
playing Fred Astaire in the biopic.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got really.
What would you say the biggest thing you've learned from doing things like dance conventions and competitions and bringing it to where your career is now?
I think growing up, going to dance conventions and dance competitions has helped shape like the performers that we are and kind of help build our confidence because I think because of growing up doing that for so long, now we're so comfortable being on a stage and performing in front of people, and that's kind of like our bread and butter. That's where we really thrive, and that's who we are at the core as performers. So it's definitely done a lot for us, and we definitely wouldn't be here today without our dance background. We wouldn't know each other without dance. So it's all because of dance.
True. I think there was a lot of team camaraderie, and I think we all did like solos, duos, and then full group numbers. And I always gravitated towards the group numbers. I always loved like being a part of a team, and I think especially us, like we're greater than the sum of all the parts. So there's definitely some magic when like people are collaborating. That's what I learned in dance. Yeah.
So you've grown in like a dynamic of boy bands in the 2020s are very different to the boy bands of before, and you're going to have a lot of comparisons. But would you say there's one boy band that inspires you more than anyone else?
James, Ollie.
James? Yeah, no, I think we can all collectively agree that NSYNC is like, I wouldn't say the blueprint, but like we're very inspired by them. Obviously nowadays it's very different because like social media and whatnot, but yeah, I think NSYNC for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
So We'll talk about now your debut EP, which came out in June, Jete. And you've mentioned before how the title is a metaphor for throwing yourself out there into this industry. So, talk me through the weeks leading up to the EP's release. What was kind of going through everyone's heads, knowing just how big of a milestone this was?
Ooh, yeah, I mean, it was our first project. We were only releasing singles before that. So, like, that was one of the reasons why we named it Jete, is to take a leap and to put out a bigger project, bigger project than just a single. And I think for me, it was like definitely a good milestone for us, like just to start progressing, start to show the growth in us. Yeah.
I just remember leading up to it, we didn't think we were gonna make the deadline for all the songs.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we don't know if this is like, if it's gonna come out in time, if it's ready. And we eventually did have to push back. The original date was June 20th. It came out June 27th. And I think that worked out better to push it back. But yeah, I think leading up to it, we were like, because you live with songs for so long, you're like, oh, like, it's whatever. And then as it got closer, we were like, wait, not to toot our own horn or anything, but we were like, wait, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So I think leading up to it, we got more and more excited as it was about to come out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now that it's been out for a few months and it's had a bit of time to settle, how do you look back on that journey to get to now having that EP out and then working on new music in the future?
Looking back on it, I really love that project and that EP. I think, like Ollie said, it's a great milestone for us, and I think is really special. I think we sometimes gloss over it because we have so much going on, like so much that people don't know about. We're working on so many different things. Like we have an EP coming out this Friday that's been done. Yeah, that's
Second EP.
yeah, that's been done for a while. And so like, but we like kind of when Jete came out, we started working on this new EP like immediately. And so we just didn't really get a moment to like not acknowledge it, but there was just so much going on. So I look back on it very fondly, that project. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, like Jagger said, when Jete was coming out, we were already gearing up for this second EP, knowing what it was going to require, and so I think there was a lot of like nerves and anticipation and excitement to work on the next thing. So when it was being released, we had to like stop and be like, wait, no, this project is really good. This one's so amazing, and the songs are amazing, and we have to appreciate this moment and like live in this milestone and not glance over it lightly.
Yeah, to add on to that, I think that like we are very hard on ourselves. So when we say like, oh, it's really good, it's just because of how much like time goes into the recording process and everything, that like we listen back to demos and we listen back to like just like the first version of the mix, and we're just kind of like, oh, it's not there, it's not good enough, and we're always like that. So like as soon as a project's finished and we sit on it for a while and we listen back, it's just like it's there, and we're like, all right, we did a good job. We got to give ourselves some grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very important to be reflective on that and looking back really proudly.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song off of that?
Gosh, I love them all. It's really hard to pick one specifically. They're all really, really good.
Yeah, I get it. Good stuff.
So we'll talk about your latest single now, 399, which came out 2 weeks ago. And you mentioned this was the first time all five of you have written together. So I want to know, what was special about 399 that made you want to do that, and you all felt you wanted to contribute something to this song?
Yeah, so this was the first time, that we had a session all together writing. And I mean, we've tried it before, just us five, but the problem is we're all too nice to like hurt each other's feelings and be like, no, I don't like that, or we're all a little biased with our opinions. And so we have a really good friend who's an amazing writer and just musician in general, Jack Newsom. And he invited us to get in the studio with him and his buddy Max Levin, who's an amazing producer who produced Free 99, and it was our first time writing together, and it just unfolded, and it came out so great, and it was the first time that we felt like, oh, this is productful. Like when we have someone that we trust as a musician who has really great melodies and ideas, and we know is going to give us our best product, it went so seamlessly and smooth, and we got Free 99 out of it, and yeah, we were just super happy, and it's a bop, and I think everybody else is thinking it's a bop, and yeah.
I definitely
Yeah, I
think it's a
agree.
bop.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
It's. I remember there was a period there where, or not a period, but like kind of after when we wrote it, and some of us were like, we didn't know because we're like, it's our first song, like all together, like how does it feel? And then when we got it back, and then we got our voices on it, we're like, yeah, this is something really special here with Free 99.
And the reception is really good
The
too.
reception's really good.
This is like our fastest growing song, which
Yeah.
is crazy. And it's like the first song we've ever written together, so.
Good stuff.
And then the music video, you work with the brilliant Kid of the Great, someone who's been on the Kendrick Lamar tour. He's done the Super Bowl halftime show. How was it working with him, and what did you learn from that experience?
Shoot, I met him when I was like 11 doing like some Nickelodeon TV show, and so it was really a full circle moment to see him again. And I showed him the picture of us together when we were like 11 and 13, and he cracked up. It was hilarious. And he was nothing but the best. His vibes were so good. He actually choreographed in the music video too. So when we're dancing together and all his dance scenes, he choreographed that. Yeah, it was really cool because right after our music video, he was gearing up for the Kendrick tour again, another leg of the tour. And so it was really cool to like show him this upcoming EP and obviously Free 99 and see what he thought of it, because obviously he's surrounded by creative geniuses all the time. So to get his seal of approval
Yeah.
was really cool.
And I think people don't realize, like, that music video, we only had one day of rehearsal.
Oh,
We
wow.
learned all of that. We learned Keone's half and then Kita's half back to back in like the span of 5 hours, and then filmed it the next day. And so we didn't get a lot of time with Kita, but it felt like we had so much time because he was just so open and welcoming. Like he was asking us opinions about the choreo, which like a lot of choreographers don't do. Like they
Yeah.
don't like to have input on their stuff, but he was asking for our input. He's like, "What do you guys think of this? Should we hit this? Da 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 da." Like we've all grown up with choreographers that are like, "This is it. This is how it's going," and we're like totally fine with that because you're the choreographer. That's your it's your stuff. But it was really cool that he was very open to like our opinions on his choreo and was like, "Do you think we should change it? Do you think it should be this?" It was really cool.
Now, I love the TikTok promo you've been doing with this song. I think my favorite one was when you knock on the college room door and they open up and then you just break into the 399 choreo. I think it's really original and really cool. But I'm curious to know, how do you go about doing something like that? Is it something that you've planned out and you've asked the people if they want to be in it, or is it something just in the moment?
In the moment.
No, it's
That's
real.
real.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
real
my
99.
The only thing that was planned for specifically the college dorm ones, like the ones of us on the street or like in Target, there's no plan for that.
Yeah,
We're
no
just
plan.
like, we're going in. If they kick us out, they kick us out. Like we're doing whatever. But for the college dorm one specifically, we just needed somebody to get us in and to film us. So the only thing we needed was my sister, because my sister goes to a college out here, and on our way up, she's like having like cold feet. She's like, I don't know if you guys should do this. I don't know if I like want to let you guys in. And we're like, bro, we're in our outfits. We're already on. You have to let us in. And she was really nervous, but I've just been rubbing it in her face that it's doing well on TikTok. I'm like, you almost let us not do this.
Her 4 roommates really loved it. So even though Jagger's sister was like, I don't know if this is cool, her 4 roommates were like, this is awesome.
Yeah, one of her roommates is literally filming for us. Like
Yeah.
she like took over and like her 4 roommates came with us like while we did all of that. It was really cool.
I do gotta say that like we did ask them if they wanted to be in the video after we filmed it.
Yeah.
If we could post
Yeah.
that. That's a big thing because like we had one girl that was like, I don't want to be filmed, and we were like, okay, that's totally fine. We're not just filming people and then posting them. Like we respect people's privacy. Just wanted to put it out there.
Brilliant. So I'm based over here in the UK, and you were here a few months ago in August for the UDO Dance Championship. So how was that?
That was so much fun. That was our second time performing in the UK at UDO. Always good vibes. Yeah, it was sunny this time. So
That's
last time,
some, that's
yeah,
rare.
last time the sun was absent. So, but this time it was all good vibes. Definitely recommend 10 out of 10.
The sun does something to Blackpool because we were in like the first year it was like dark and gloomy the whole time. We're like, this place is weird. This place is like, but then when the sun came out, you see like people are nicer in Blackpool when the sun's out. So.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is go on a dark December rainy day to Blackpool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you as a group have very much shifted away from solely being dancers to now being dancers, singers, everything. So, how important do you guys feel it is to keep connected with your origins through things like the UDO Championships?
I think it's huge. Every show too, we always try to explain our story to people and let people know that we were dancers first because, like I was saying earlier, like we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for dance. And it also goes to say that like every song that we make and we put out, we always look at it from a dancer's mentality of like, would this be danceable? Like, how's this gonna feel when we're moving our bodies to it? And so, yeah, we'll never let go of the dance, and you'll always get dance from us. And that's just that. I mean, but we will sing you like a ballad every now and then, and we'll sit down, but then you already know dance is coming up in the next song. So.
Yeah.
And then a question for each of you. What is each of your favorite things about the UK?
Ooh.
That's a great question.
So I went to London when I was younger, and I really appreciate how many people walk and bike everywhere. I just remember being in one of like some town and like literally I saw maybe 3 cars. Like it was really cool how like everybody just like is always outdoors doing something.
I have two things. One, I actually do like the weather.
Oh,
I
wow.
like the gloomy weather. And second, I feel like the whole like kebab culture is something that is not here. Or the curry. Like I love Indian food, and we don't have enough Indian food in here. So
True.
I feel like there's so much that I love about it. Like you guys produce, I mean, like we mentioned Tom Holland earlier, but you guys produce like some of the best actors in the world, like some of the best entertainers in the world. I love your guys' accent, and I think it's so funny when we go because we don't think we have an accent. So when we go over there, people are always like, "Oh, I love your accent," and we're like, "Bro, you have the accent." And then I love your guys' humor. I think that's my favorite thing. I find you guys insanely funny over in the UK. Like I just think it's amazing.
For me, I'm really big on like exploring, so I really love just seeing like new things and new sights. And then also another thing, it's kind of funny, but every time we go to the UK, it always like what's the word? Like surprises me because like when you guys drive on like the opposite side. So I'm always like, what in the world? So
Yeah, I don't like that myself. I much prefer how you guys do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I just
Wow.
I feel like that'd be so weird to drive because we're so used to being on the right
Yeah.
side of the road and like in the left side of the car, and I feel like that'd be so like that's so awkward. And I thought that'd be the same for you guys, like if you came over here and had to drive, but you like it more.
Yeah, I prefer a lot more.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's cool. I think my favorite things about the UK was I love the aesthetic. I
Yeah.
like how just when you're walking around, it's a little bit more like old town vibes. Like a lot of the buildings out there are a little more, they've been around for a longer time, and it's just a really cool, like for us, I guess, because we don't live there. It's like so fun to take pictures out there and just like to like dress a little fancy and to like feel yourself a little bit. And then I like how the food is. It's a good switch up from US, I feel like. Just there's not as much like chemicals and salt, all the things, but it just like especially like a good English breakfast. I went and got that with Sean both years, and I actually like beans on toast.
Yeah, bro, beans on toast goes hard.
It's just nice and fresh, and I like it. It's good.
Have you guys been to a chippy and got a fish and chips before?
We tried one time.
Oh,
I'll let Dawson take it.
oh yeah, we went into a fish and chips spot, but this was in Blackpool, and
But this was
yeah, so
At night, Blackpool at night.
there was a dude in there, and I think he was on something, some drug, or I don't know. But he just comes up to us and he starts asking us, he's like, he just keeps saying, "You got a skateboard, skateboard." And then I said to him, "No skateboards here, man." And then he called me Ed Sheeran, like Ed Sheeran, like, and then he like hugged me, and then he like whispered something in my ear, and I was like, "Whoa, that was weird." And it was kind of scary. And he was like spitting on me, and I was like, "Whoa, settle down, bro."
So we left. We did not get our
We
fish
did
and
not get
chips.
fish and
That's a
chips.
shame.
Go get some pizza.
In his defense, Dawson was had a guitar on his back,
Yeah.
And his hair was kind of more right.
and he might have been being like, "When your legs don't work."
He heard the song right before I walked in, so he's like,
I'm in love with the shit.
"Oh,
Insane.
Do you guys think you'll be back here anytime soon, or do you hope to be back here soon?
Oh,
I
We'd love
hope
to.
so, yeah.
hopefully."
Love
Yeah.
to. We never know. Our schedule's so like random. Like we'll be like we'll like have something planned and then it'll be like, oh, you gotta go do this. Oh, this isn't gonna happen. Oh, this popped up. So like we hope sooner than later. Like we love it over there.
yeah. We also hope. I mean, at least I do, because I'm the only one who's been to London, and they haven't really seen like other parts of the UK. So I really hope the boys can see London soon.
We've literally only been to Blackpool and Manchester.
Yeah, it's kind of
Liverpool.
sad.
Oh, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
I like Liverpool.
Yeah.
So, one last question. You've had a really busy year with the release of Jete, and you've just hinted now that you've got a second EP coming out this Friday. So, do you want to share a little bit of details and what the fans can expect to hear from it?
What if I think each one of us should say something to expect.
Yeah.
Should be like one word.
So the first is called Jete, and the second one is called PLIÉ. So there you go. Boom.
That's what you can expect. I think with you just
I have
want to
one
give
word. I'll give one
you
word.
wanna
I'll
give
say versatility.
versatility. That is a good word for it. I'd say that if M80's the most different song on Jete, and I'd say M80 was like the concept for this new E EP.
Never done before.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's true.
Never done before. I don't care if it's one word.
Yeah, I was gonna say like dark.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's good.
Yeah.
Best EP ever.
All right, that's all the. Sorry. You're just saying
I was
something?
just saying, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be
Yeah,
dope.
I'm really excited to listen to it. Thank you so much for your time today. Enjoy the rest of your day because it's only just started in LA. So thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank
having
you for
us.
having us. Yeah.